wear sweatpants. Don't act like that, it make no sense. You don't hear me talking to you, you can't have no friends. I'm on your body like niggas on bitches in the summer. You lit and match your match, cause I'm the one that what's your number. You won't find nobody better than I. Who better than Kai? Rhetorical, don't need no reply. Now
Hey yo, you're what's up, New York? What's going on? I'm just here to pop my ish for a few minutes because I know some people are going live and I want to catch it, baby. I want to catch it. Okay, I just saw the message that somebody sent me. Man, we be going live at the same time, all at the same time, all at the same. But I'm gonna be real quick, y'all. Now y'all saw the title, okay? I usually my thoughts about certain issues. If you have the ability to go ahead and like this, if you haven't already, subscribe, baby. I'm good. I hope you're having an amazing Memorial Day. You know I forgot Memorial Day only because I didn't have to work. Okay, hey Dragon baby, how are you, my love? Um, yeah, but I'm back at it again tomorrow, y'all. And I just realized my schedule was off for this week, so I just had to. A good thing I looked some up because I made appointments and all kinds of stuff for days that I actually have to be in the office. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna give my intuitive thoughts on some things that I'm seeing out on the YouTube streets. Okay, and these are my thoughts and my assessments. They don't have to be true to anybody else but me, right? So yeah, a lot's going on right in the YouTube streets. Much of which I'm not engaged in. Raw talk. Welcome to the island. Hey, Dragon. Um, so listen, y'all, a lot of people were not happy about the additions of the oh y'all, I'm sorry. I got my earphones all around me, all over the place. Like the beef sector coming over, like so many people were resistant to it. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? And I've learned myself. We get preconceived like notions or like images about people from other people, right? Their experiences with them. So before we met a lot of people that came over from the beef sector, and I'm sure the same happened with, the Moultrie sector, troll beef sector with them, right? People came over and they told people about other people because there are differences with them. And so people were met with all of this. Oh, they do this in the beef sector. Oh, they do this in the Moultrie sector. All of this, back and forth of it all, right? Me, myself, people came on my platform. We gotta wait. We gotta object. We must hold our ground. We must not let anybody come in from the beef sector. Yeah, I was never with that. But I did have my ideas about people, right? Which later a lot of them have been got debunked, right? And just like we are humans, right? In a few days or a couple weeks, my ideas about people may change again. But one thing that I'm holding fast to is not taking sides and standing in the middle and just watching stuff. Of course, everybody gonna have their own opinions and thoughts, but here's gonna be my judge on it. And people can disagree. I don't give two goddams what people think about it. Okay, the merge is here, right? And you can get with it, you can get left. You do not have to engage, right? You don't. But more people, I mean, initially I've noticed that there were some people who are resistant. They didn't like it for whatever reasons. But more and more, we're seeing that people are becoming engaged and that is going across. Like it literally, the dynamic of whatever's going on, it is literally cascading across the sector. And people are on other people's lives from various sectors, and I gotta tell you, I don't see a lot wrong with it. I actually kind of welcome some of these added additions because I feel like we were seeing redundancies and like now y'all could say whatever the plays that were happening. And now that there are new players and new people being involved, at least it's doing a little kick, a little something, bring a little something different to the YouTube streets. People can agree with me or not, or whatever. My thing is I immediately don't go into anything disliking anybody based on somebody else's assumptions of them. I look at these new people who are coming into the sector. We going over there to see what they're doing, and you get your own assessmentation. 214, baby, how are you? Make your own assessments of these people, because like I said the other day, you might find that you like some of them. I mean, there's all sorts of new players or new people on the board who are from the beef sector, and there's a lot of people over here that they're learning and who are, spitting, even some new people, right, who are coming out and saying these things, right? But what I've known, even from working in corporate America, is that people are resistant to change, right? Because they're uncomfortable. And hey, Vella, am I talking right, baby, or am I talking right? And I just thought, I said, let me gas up the live for a quick 30 because I got to go over somewhere to see something because I see somebody else is joining. Somebody's joining, and I'm okay. I'm all with it. Like, because initially people was not putting their toe in the water. They were not playing in the sandbox. They said they were resistant to it. But the baby, the change is here. The merge is here, babies. And I, for one, am, yeah, I'm not resistant to it. So change is inevitable. And sometimes we're resistant to change, and we see months down the line that change was the best thing that ever happened to us. Yeah. Vela, that change was I mean, we'd be so resistant to something that could possibly work out better in your favor than not. Some of our breakups, Bella, you tell me if I'm wrong. Some of the breakups that I had in my life was some of the best and most needed changes I've ever had. Well, honey, I was crying, and then my feelings and emotions made me cry sometimes. Emotions had me lying. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, those emotions had me feeling away. And then when the smoke cleared, I realized all the new things, the new growth that I had. I was stronger, better, wiser, had met new people, met a better man, all the other kind of stuff. And I realized, you know what? Some of these new players on the board, some of these new people out here, I actually like them. You know, like initially, shit, you not with this shit. Ain't no Vella. There is no way around it. That's why I say get with it or get left. And people might not like that. And you might say, "Oh, the beef sector is over here." They come with this. We was with the shits before the beef sector came over. We were actively engaged in bullshit. We were. Okay. Now, what I see is that you guys are adding some spice, some juice, a little different, and you guys probably feel the same thing about us because we're different, right? So it's two different sectors or communities coming together and shaking some stuff up, right? Yeah, stay on the porch, right? And you can. Hey, Vibrant baby. Vibrant's one of my muffins that I met over there in the beef sector, okay? So I just tell people don't come over here talking down on nobody on my platform. I actively don't have any issues with VS. I don't have any problems with Snoop. I don't have any problems with Tracy. I love all of those babies, okay? All right? Have no problems with nobody. Ken Nola comes and pops in the chat. Fabe has come over here and said her hellos. And my feelings next month might be changed, okay? But it doesn't mean that I can't stay neutral. Right. Yeah, you get uncomfortable, right, but you grow. Oh, hey, Big O. Thank you for my kisses, Pumpkin. How are you on this fine Memorial Day? Yeah, happy Memorial Day. Thank you, Vibrant. One of my best and top mods. I love her to death. Yeah. So I said, let me gas up because, honey, I saw something. I was like, baby, we're all in now. The girls and the boys. The girls and the boys, they are engaging. And baby, it's a merge, here or not. But here's why I say it's critical to your growth and your productivity. is I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a mutable sign. And honey, you can throw me into any party, into any good mix, honey, and I'm gonna get down with the best of them. I'm a mully my way around that party with a cute little dress on and some amazing heels, honey, and I'm gonna get with it. All right, show me who's in charge, who's here. You need some help? Y'all need me to help in the kitchen? Where do you need Brenda to be, honey? Because I'm gonna get with you. I'm gonna get along with anybody. My girlfriend used to take me to all types of parties and events with her because she said, "Girl, I can leave you in a room and I'll come back out and you would have introduced and be turning up with it." Yeah, not scared to indulge. Okay, now y'all know I don't do the scratching in the plays. Okay, that's not my thing, but I absolutely do love like a good story. I love a good engagement. Yep. What? Right. Don't right. Absolutely, Bella. You talking. You talking today. Hey, Kate, baby. How are you? Hope you're doing well out here in the streets. Um, Here's where I think the fear comes from is that people don't know like what change will bring them, right? But if you hold fast, change will always bring some sort of growth. Whether you feel like you've outgrown the particular place that you're in, or whether you feel like you can develop and find something better for yourself in it. Because, like I'm saying, you don't have to embrace the change, but the change is here. Get with it or get left. You don't have to. You can choose to maybe take your platform in a different direction, which the island is going to stay the island, baby. We're still going to have the turn up over here. We can have fun. Maybe I'll have some commentary, baby. We're going to have adult conversation. We're still going to do relationship talk. So when y'all let your hair down from the scratchery and the plays and the disruptions or whatever, honey, that I do indulge in at times, okay? But I'm not actively involved in them because Brenda can't do it. Her throat chakras are not enabled for the scratchery. Yeah. So so yeah, the merge is what you make of it, right? Some folks will get along and some folks won't, but it's thank you. I thought I was the only one. Absolutely, babies. Absolutely. I thought I was the only one, y'all. Stay on the porch at the garden. Cause we right. Bella, I love you, baby. You are a mess. Not wet t-shirt contest. Okay, let me get the girls together. Come on, it gets real. It does get real in the streets. And if you play your cards right, you can enjoy it and you can stay in the chat and be part of the troll group. Hey, pretty black baby, happy Memorial Day, my love. But yeah, you can stay with it or not. But here's what I think people need to understand. Please get out of that scarcity mentality. The mentality that tells you that if new people come over to play, right? If new people come to the school, right? Because you know that now they go here. Okay, you can't say that the high school, the college, whatever. They go here now. It does not mean that it takes away from who you are, right? There is room for everybody. And I don't get that. Like I don't get why people feel like they have to be angry at the new people that's coming over. It doesn't threaten who you are because there's nobody who is in these YouTubian streets that's like you, right? Which is why people come over to your platform, kick it with you, which is why your tribe is your tribe, right? There's some people who, when I go, I'll go to VS's platform, or maybe I'll go to Kimmy's platform, and of course, there's a lot of the same subscribers. But there are certain people who only navigate toward a certain vibe. You are who you are, and nobody can take that from you. But when your vibe meets another vibe, sometimes it's a vibe that's it's you can't deny it. It's an undeniable vibe when certain people get together. And I've been watching that. Y'all I don't know if y'all been watching it, but it's like when certain people get together from the B sector with the Mo 3 sector, it's a vibe, baby. And I cannot lie, y'all. I do enjoy it. It's called the melting pot and the merge has its benefits. I met a lot of dope people on a lighter note. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Bella. It doesn't really change the dynamic. Right. Y'all, please share that. This, y'all talking good. Absolutely. I agree. I hope somebody just like munches, like nibbles on a little bit of this information, right? And takes it and maybe gets out of like the fear of like trying to resist because you hold yourself so tightly in a bud that you can't change when change is good. Y'all, I remember when I moved to Washington, D.C. Even though I moved, I was so tightly in a ball, like resistant to the change, and I didn't want to go. It was out of my comfort zone. I always lived in New York City my whole life, and I didn't know what's going to bring me, and I didn't know anybody. Can I tell you guys, that move, that year out of New York was the best motherfucking thing I ever did in my life. And that thing cracked me open in a way that I said, and y'all, I'm relocating again, okay? Or maybe I have. But anyway, I won't tell y'all. It cracked me open to the idea that change is good. Even when it's scary, even when it's hand shaking, hand sweating, scary. Because I went out there, y'all, and I got the best piece of my life. I met one of my closest female friends who today I go to her for sound knowledge. I realized that I could navigate by that I didn't need a crowd of people. Hey, AZ King, like that thing I got, it was so much, it was so peaceful out there, y'all. The energy level. Oh, hey, Kiwi. The energy level out there, y'all, was so amazing. And I was like, oh my God, I found a new nail salon. I get my nails done and pedicures. I found a new hairdresser. I started my natural hair journey, y'all. I mean, it was beautiful. Y'all, I wasn't even coming back home for the weekend. My family was like, are you ever coming back? Yeah, not right now. I'm loving this. And so I was resistant to a change. Y'all, I'm telling you, the first night I got there, man, I tell you, I screamed from my soul. From my soul, I cried because I wasn't used to, like, it's new, it's different, I'm scared. But here's the thing is, what if everything goes well? What if everything is amazing? Like, what if everything actually works out? And I think that's why we're scared to let go of things that no longer serve us and move into something good. Or when we see that we're resisting change, but shit start, and let me tell you what's gonna happen. Shit will start falling apart. It will. When you just be so resistant to change because it's trying to move you into something better. But again, like I said, the merge is here. The merge is here. Mm-hmm. Conjugate, particularly merging, is a yep. Networking always becomes yep. Exactly. And you navigate slowly and you navigate wisely and you can always protect your borders and your parameters. Nobody's telling you to have a beef sector brunch. Nope. Nobody's telling you to have a beef sector barbecue. Okay. Nobody's saying that. But it's saying that you can engage in a way that, hey, listen, I'm not gonna tell anybody what way to engage. Let me just go ahead and actively back out of that. Mind my business. I can't forget Brenda's story, treating a nigga like a champ. He said, making boys move, because when you got it like that, you do it. When you got it like that, you do it. Bella, you're a mess. Yep. But some content creators make money on here, but they do. They make a killing. They do. Y'all go ahead and greet one another in the comments. Yes, AZ King. It is a glitch that's happening um with YouTube, and I've noticed it. So what I've started doing, right, is where I do have like admin privileges on certain people's page, I go in and I turn off the whole comments for review. So if y'all see that happening with mine, please remind me. Yep, you sure right. Vibrant. That is amazing. Y'all down here kicking it in these comments with some real life truths. You sure are. Cause I mean, it was the word spreading around. Fear the beef sector, fear them. Like, don't have them over here. They're doing this, they what are they doing differently than we weren't doing before they came? I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. Y'all can say it, right? Y'all was over here calling the cops and calling CPS on one another, okay? Before they came over here. All right, so let's not do that. Let's not engage like as if this is the worst thing that happened to me. But what I do see is that we have some fire personalities from over here, y'all, because I be a cackling, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all because you know I have my own assumptions about VS2 before she came over here, okay? And like I said, I like you today, okay? I don't know too much from now. There's a lot of folks I don't care for. But too much down the line, I'm praying that it'll be going strong and long. But that lady makes me cackle. Okay. That's a funny woman. She is indeed. She makes me cackle. I feel the same way about Tracy. Tracy is a riot. Okay. I think that they're funny together. And I know that they don't always get along and people might not see it, But when they are on Cam's platform together, there's a dynamic that they have that I just have not seen. And that's why I was so open and welcoming to it, because it was like fresh, a fresh vibe. It was a fresh vibe to me that I was like, oh, this feels good. Like I really like them together. Honey, and they get up there interviewing or breaking down something with somebody. And honey, I used to be over here in tears. Literally in tears, y'all. So I gotta tell you that the music know how to make that honey vibrant. That's a the fucking fact, baby. They sure do. They are about their monetary gain. A chose will come to the wedding. Run amok. And honey, I'll be sitting at one of the tables watching them run amok. Give me an extra piece of it, that wedding cake, okay? Because I'm on my soft girl, but my my big girl summer, okay? And there's that. Yeah, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Right. Come on, y'all. Hey, Kiwi baby. Not Bella. AZ King always in the comments telling somebody to send us some money. But I like the new vibes. Like and it's not just with Cam's panel. There's vibes everywhere. Like people are hitting panels and they're chopping it up with one another, and different vibrations are being formed. And I gotta tell you, some of them aren't steady. And I feel like people are getting a feel for each other. And that's what I'm saying. You get a feel for each other. Everybody doesn't have to hit your panel. You don't always have to drop the link. Sometimes the chat alone can be juicy enough that you can be like, what's going on in here? You got new people coming in, people who you may not have liked on Wednesday this week. You'd be like, all right, this one, this might be okay. I might be okay with inviting, allowing this in. But it's up to everybody's discretion. And for those who be like, this ain't my vibe, sit on the porch. Continue, because whether or not you believe it, content like The Island, Paradise Island, and other channels that are doing uh the arts and doing poetry and doing music and doing, like even doing Mo3 commentary, doing the what do they call it, the verses and music and stuff like that, is very, very much needed. And I wish that we would start showing that a lot of support as well, because we do need moments we need to let our hair down and go and revive and do some soul sustenance, some soul sustaining. Right. Right, right, Vibrant, right. Because that's how I got to know you, Vibrant. And Bella being vocal is how I got to know her. AZ King, the same thing. Right, you want it to be organic. And the only way that you could do that is by allowing yourself to be introduced or getting to know some people. Now, y'all see me in the chat, right? And you might see me saying, I don't respect that. I don't agree with that. I don't particularly like that. It does not mean that tomorrow you may not see me in your chats again, because I don't have to agree with everything you do, but it doesn't mean that I can't still rock with you. Now, if you do something and Brenda has a way, so there's some people's chats you'll never see me in, because I don't like how some of you motherfuckers run your life as a whole. I think some of you is raggedy. Okay? I think that in real life, you live the same way that you do on this app. Okay? I think that you don't have integrity and that your character is skewed. Okay, so there's that. Let's leave that there. Put a pin in that, because sometimes I go too far. The filter is off, and I don't know. I don't know. My filter's been broken for many years. So if you do something that I just feel is so low level, I can no longer vibe with you. I just don't go over there, and I don't have to have large discussions about it. You just leave it. Did he? Honey, I'll be over here singing it. And when he puts it on in the chat, it's almost as like everybody got their phones up with the lighter on. It's like we're just rocking back and forth. He absolutely is an influencer. And like I said, Cam has his isms and shit just like everybody else. A lot of the stuff that people have been in, it's been so it's been from months ago, years ago, and people still want to hold people to certain things that they've done or whatever. I have not followed everybody that closely that I know what everybody's done, but I know that I like the new light that Cam is walking in. I like the new dynamic that he's taking on, because I think it was high time for Cam to elevate differently. Because for a time, I got to tell you, I felt like Cam was stuck, and I didn't like that for him. And I see now that he is in a different place, and I think it's good for him. Everybody doesn't agree. Everybody feels like he should have done things differently, but sometimes things have to happen the way that they happen. And sometimes that means it doesn't look pretty. You understand? It doesn't always look pretty. But then again, I can tell you, Tracy liked Brenda immediately and dropped. She sure did, Vibrant. Vibrant, that took me so off guard when Tracy did that. I so appreciated her for doing that. But I fucked with Tracy the long way because I just always liked her. Here's what I think of Trinity. You know, Trinity has cursed me out before, y'all. She has. Cursed me out over a room shakers panel. Months and months ago. I think Trinity is probably one of the most smartest and enlightened people I've ever met. I also think that you got to get Trinity on the right day because she will Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde the F out of you. You understand me? So it depends on what day you get Trinity. And I did not know that Trinity was has these like two polar opposite sides to her where you could get the very, very bad at Trinity or you could get the very, very good at Trinity. I just don't have the patience and the wherewithal to deal with the other part of Trinity that is 2 seconds off of Mars, orbited in astro world, and we have no account of when she'll be back. Yeah, that's my thoughts. There's that. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Those are my thoughts, and I'm sticking to it. I can't do it. It's too much. Today, this morning, Mahaya's live, and it's too much. Okay, and God bless you, Mahaya. God bless your soul. Okay. Oh, hey, Jamel. What's up, boo? Yeah, right. Some more than others. Some we can take. Some I just don't, I just don't care for, and I can't fake it. It's I like you or not. I really can't, y'all. And maybe it's come on, Jamel, and throw up those goggles. It's just a quality about me. I can't do it. But I can gracefully be amicable with all people, but I cannot hide if I don't care for you. I can't do it, y'all. I'm working on me. Or maybe this is just where I'm gonna be. Hazy King, I sent her a virtual hits of my what? I cannot with you, Bella. Hey, baby. She really, really is. So if you ever sit and listen to her talk about the things that are really part of the dynamic of what's going on in 2023 and 2022 last year, she spoke a lot about what was going on in the world at large and what was affecting us as the black community. She's smart as a whip, y'all. Smart as a whip. But then you'll get that other part of Trinity and ooh, baby. And I thank you. Cause who in the hell are you? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what's in her way. But she's got some I don't nope, not even gonna get on her. I don't want her to see me late in the chat and start coming for me. I don't have the energy, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of it is entertainment. I don't know, some of it has to do with beverages, libations of sorts. Um, oh, you better rock with me, Jamel. I'll come out in these streets and I'll find you. You understand me? Yeah, yeah, AZ King. Let me get right. Let her hold 1K. Like let her hold $1. Let's go. Well, let's see what happens. Tina. Leave. You leave Bella alone. You understand me? Okay. Ah, honey. Baby, appreciate you, Vibrant. But yeah, I said I was gonna come on here for a few minutes because a lot that I want to catch up on. But I was like, I seen some things today. I was like, baby, the merch is here. The merch is here, and I'm here for it. I want to see, where this brings us, like what new dynamics. I mean, new changes and I mean, sometimes, change can be smooth. You can move easily and effortlessly into change. And other times, you got to grapple a bit to, get your foot in and see where you fit in and where you belong and all that other kind of stuff. But I'm gonna be in the cut and maybe in the chat, just taking it in and enveloping, the Oh, yeah, girl. Yeah, I don't know what I'm hearing. Somebody yelling. I'm sorry. Just took me out of my element for a minute. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. Ooh, child. Anyway, y'all. So yeah, I just want to come on here to say that, people will agree or disagree. It's not my business, but I just want to share a little bit, and I'm gonna go out on these streets and be a little nosy. Also, I have 850 things in my watch later, and I also have work tomorrow. Hmm. Thank you, Lord, for a job. Thank you for two of them, because that's what I'm dealing with right now. But yeah, no wine for me today, y'all. But happy Memorial Day for y'all, and thank y'all for rocking out with me in the chat today. I love y'all the long way. Gabe, I hope y'all in these streets being good. For the most part, it seems like you've been behaving. Yeah, I know I love y'all. Thank you, Vibrant, for being an amazing mod. And I'll catch y'all again on Paradise Island, though. But until then, y'all be good or not. It's your business. And you can do what you want because you're grown. Okay? I'll see y'all again real soon. Bye.